Rumble. And that's where we're going to kick off, folks. The Men's Royal Rumble match. And this is also the first stop on the road to WrestleMania. Figure I get started this morning because usually these pay-per-views go for like over 2 hours. So yeah. I would start later, but I gotta watch Worlds Collide later. So it's best to get streaming this early. Trying to pass the time so the match will start. Okay. Remember, this is the Men's Royal Rumble.
The following contest is the Royal Rumble match. Now, the two superstars that drew number 1 and number 2 will start in the ring at the same time. Other superstars will join in the order that they drew. This will continue until all 30 superstars have entered the ring. Eliminations occur when you are thrown over the top rope with both feet landing on the floor. The last in the ring will be declared the Royal Rumble winner and will advance to the main event of WrestleMania. And from Munich, Germany, weighing in at 440 pounds, the Giant.
Well, looky. If it isn't our new signing, Hugo.
The Royal Rumble match. And I can't think of a match that features so many of WWE's top names all competing.
That hair may be a little bit too much,
goal.
though. I'm just saying. But, you know, that one's on me. It was hard to find the right hair for Hugo, so. Plus, I had to make him in a very short time.
And from the pits of hell, weighing in at 254 pounds, Demon.
Well, look. Here comes His Royal Highness himself, King Spawn. And I must reiterate again, the reason he's wearing the crown because he was the King of the Ring winner last year. So he can wear the crown as long as he wants, but
Royal Rumble time, guys,
or at
and I'd
least
say that
until
this is
his
easily one of the
contract
most
is up.
exciting matches of the year.
It really is, Cole. Anytime you put this many WWE superstars in the same match, the excitement level is sure to be through the roof.
And ladies and gentlemen, we're underway here with the Royal Rumble match.
As always, the luck of the draw is so important here tonight. If you can score the number somewhere in the mid to late 20s, you have to like your chances of winning.
We'll have our third competitor momentarily. Clothesline!
Well, that'll leave a mark.
Wow, this shakes things up a bit.
To say the least.
There's the elimination, Byron. That was amazing. Luthez press.
By God, Byron.
You gotta believe this one's over. Number 4 coming.
And Byron, you never want to find yourself in a spot like this.
Especially in a Royal Rumble match, Michael.
Look out. Here he comes, guys.
And you know he can be a major difference maker here.
Avoids elimination there.
Why do you sound so shocked, Cole? There was no way we were going to get an elimination there.
After a decision by then WWE President Jack Tunney, the WWE Championship was declared vacant. Tunney ruled that the winner of the 1992 Royal Rumble would be crowned the undisputed WWE Champion. At the
He's looking banged up here, guys.
And it looks like things are about to get even worse.
This guy has what it takes to make major impact here.
Yeah, you have to expect he'll make some noise here tonight.
Here we go, guys. Elimination coming up. Nice job getting out of trouble there.
Talk about a great escape.
Guys, it's almost time for our next competitor.
This could end it in a hurry. Exploder suplex. The 2014 Royal Rumble match had so many rivalries, debuts, and streaks all in one that made for an exciting night in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The match saw Kane make his 15th consecutive appearance in the Royal Rumble match, and the Rumble debuts of The Shield, Rusev, Cesaro, Big E, Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, and Fandango.
Now it's entry number 7. Little strike. He might have it.
Look who's harsh impact. I'm not sure how much he has left.
He's not in a good spot here, guys.
He simply needs to find a way to regroup.
Look out, a possible elimination coming up.
Super kick!
Little known fact, guys, the first ever.
Well, who's coming out next? Who is it?
He's starting to stagger a bit. Wow. Looks like he may have let his guard down there for a moment, and it cost him.
Yeah, but of the guys in the ring right now, he's just as capable as any of winning this thing and going on to WrestleMania.
Look who we have here, guys.
And he looks super motivated.
Oh, and he reverses it. What a stomp.
Good grief.
This is not the place where you want to underestimate your competition.
Absolutely not.
We are moments away from the next entrance.
Beautiful technique.
Sit out, jawbreaker.
You can
pick up your teeth in the third row.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business. Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Oh, and you can tell he's got evil intentions on his mind.
In a match like this, you have to, Michael.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
Ooh! Reverses that one.
This might be it. Oh, my.
No, the old taste of pain. Can he finish the job?
When this guy's on,
Look out. Looks to make an elimination here.
this could be all she wrote.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Forcefully delivered. I knew it was only a matter of time.
Watch out. This is where anything can happen.
Tell me about it.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Corey, what do you think of his chances here tonight?
I definitely have him on my short list of favorites.
He's left wide open here.
I don't think he even realizes it. He looks
This
dazed.
is about to get bad.
Oh, using the knee as a weapon.
He's looking a little off balance. He needs to find a way to get on the offensive, guys.
I'm shocked he's even still in there, guys. Given the punishment he's taken, I figured somebody would have eliminated him by now.
It's make or break time here, and he absolutely has to find a way to get back on the offensive if he wants to win this match.
Oh, clothesline! And that's elimination right there, guys.
With an exclamation point, no less.
Right to the back of the neck. And gets out of harm's way.
Oh, boy, that could have been bad, Michael. Listen to this crowd. Count the next one in.
He's looking incredibly fatigued right now. I have a feeling this isn't going to end well for him.
Like everybody else, he's probably dreamed of main eventing WrestleMania. Given how he looks right now, though, he might just have to keep dreaming.
At this point, he has to be thinking to himself, what do I have to do to get back in?
Clothesline! Can he finish the job?
For my money, guys, there's no greater Royal Rumble competitor than Stone Cold Steve Austin. The man simply dominated nearly every Rumble he competed in.
This could be the end of the road for him, guys.
He won't go easy, though.
Dodges.
A competitor has
Oh,
been
nasty
eliminated.
impact. Point of the elbow, nailed it. Caught. What a strike. As Corey mentioned, Stone Cold certainly has an impressive Royal Rumble resume. And it'd be even more impressive if he was able to hold on and win the 1999 Rumble match. Next entrance getting ready to come out. Boom, what impact. Look at the look on his face.
Oh, yeah, he looks super focused.
Looks like we might get an elimination, guys.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Dodges that one. And there's a big-time elimination.
Eliminated.
Uh-oh. Going for it looks like a power set.
A competitor has been
Nailed it.
eliminated.
There's the elimination, Byron.
That was amazing.
Escapes trouble there.
He finds himself in some big...
He gets it with a reversal.
Ooh, what impact.
A
But he's got to
competitor
capitalize
has been
now.
eliminated.
Uh-oh, this will shake things up.
You're not kidding, Michael.
A competitor has been eliminated.
There's the elimination, Byron.
That was amazing.
He has something big planned. This could be huge. Snapmare. Could have a stiff neck for a while.
Who could number 14 be? Oh, boy, he is rolling.
A competitor
Look
has
who we have
been
here, guys.
eliminated.
And he looks super motivated.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
You know, guys, where a superstar enters really can...
We know what's coming here.
Boom!
He looks a bit off his game here, but it's going to take a lot more than that to stop him here tonight.
The Royal Rumble match will absolutely test the result.
What a stomp. Good grief. This adds a whole new dimension to this match, guys.
You're absolutely right, Cole.
Could be trouble here, guys. Trying for the elimination here. There's the elimination, Byron.
That was amazing.
He's on the defensive here. He looks to be a little surprised right now.
Here comes number 16. Things are about to get interesting now.
You can say that again.
What a slam.
Impactful. Will jar your spine.
Snapmare. Oh, and a snapmare.
That'll give you whiplash.
This might be it.
Oh, my.
Guys, it's almost time for our next competitor. Oh, and he can definitely make a difference here, guys.
Without a doubt.
Oh!
He's starting to show signs of fatigue.
Huge elimination right there.
Military.
Ooh!
A competitor has been eliminated.
Oh, who's coming out next? Who is it? Boom, what impact. Byron, look who we have here.
This changes the entire complexion of this match.
Here he goes.
A competitor
Whoa,
has
to the
been
outside.
eliminated.
There's the elimination, Corey.
What took him so long?
Bang! Nailed it.
He's starting to stumble here. He's going to need to find a way to fire back.
This is all part of the process, guys. He knew he would take on some offense here tonight. He just has to make sure he keeps it to a minimum.
The 2016 Royal Rumble match had quite a unique stipulation. In fact, it became the largest WWE Championship defense in history. WWE Champion Roman Reigns was the #1 entrant in the Royal Rumble, and in order to retain the championship, Reigns had to outlast 29 other entrants. But if Roman was eliminated, he'd lose his WWE Championship.
If Roman Reigns emerged, we are moments away from the next entrant. Looks to make an elimination here. Oh, what a great escape.
Wow, I cannot believe it, Michael.
Uh-oh. Here he comes, fellas.
And he looks determined as ever.
Beautiful technique.
He's struggling a bit here.
Man.
He came into this match looking for a fight, and it looks like he found one.
Give him credit, guys. He's not giving up. And with so much on the line, that's exactly the attitude you have to have in a match like this.
Uh-oh. Vertical suplex. Nice.
Boy, the time just flies, doesn't it?
What a clothesline. Ouch. What a stomp.
Good grief.
Heading to the ring with a purpose.
Boy, that's the truth.
That could have been disastrous, Byron.
No doubt. In fact, I'm a little surprised we didn't see an elimination there.
Oh, a heel kick.
Right on point.
Bad spot for him to be in here, guys.
He's got to do something to get back in this thing.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Number 22 up next in the Rumble.
These are prime spots.
Boom! Look out, a possible elimination coming up. Look out. Here he comes, guys.
And you know he can be a major difference maker here.
He's fighting back here.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
Here it comes. He's got him. Big slam. He's looking at it. Oh, nasty impact.
Wow, I'm just as surprised as you guys are.
If that doesn't end this match, I don't know what will.
You gotta believe this one's over. He's starting to feel it here, but he's not appearing too worse for wear. At least not.
Big time moment as we await entry 23.
This could be the winning number.
He's not looking like himself here. I don't think he expected to be in this position here.
Hey, if he can't handle a little punishment here and there, maybe he has no business being in the Royal Rumble match.
And knowing him the way I do, I'm willing to bet he thought he was going to get through this match unscathed. But that obviously is not the case here.
Looks like we might get an elimination, guys.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
Oh, it's not going to be pretty.
When this guy's on, look out.
There's the elimination, Byron.
That was amazing.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, man, a little extra luster behind that kick. Talk about having a living hell beat out of you. There may be no coming back from this.
Yeah, it's not going to take much to get him over the top rope at this point. Heck, a gentle...
Not where he wants to be right. That's a shocking elimination if you ask me.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Here he comes, and he's got as good a chance as any to win this thing.
Maybe a better chance if you ask me.
Big time slam. Vicious.
That will definitely hurt, Cole.
Going for broke.
He's looking to look. Ooh, what impact. Nice. Shut it down. He's lining him up.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
He's looking very overwhelmed out there. At this point, his confidence has to be at zero.
He looks right for the picking, guys. You can kiss his chances of main eventing WrestleMania goodbye.
Oh, come on. Just put him out of his misery already. This is getting ridiculous. The 2017 Royal Rumble saw more than 52. Wow, I thought he was a goner.
Eludes that one.
Nobody controls the
odds are starting to get a lot better to win at this entry stage.
Getting down to the nitty-gritty.
Curious what the thought process is here, Corey.
Whatever it is, it's flawed. You never let up on an opponent like that, Cole.
Oh, and he can definitely make a difference here, guys. Without a doubt.
harsh impact.
But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize?
When this guy's on, look out.
Man.
What a stomp.
Good grief.
He's looking banged up here, guys. And it looks like, and that's elimination right there, guys. With an exclamation point, no less.
Of course, it's a long-standing tradition that the winner of the Royal Rumble goes on to main event WrestleMania. But newer fans might not realize that the rule did not go into effect until 1993. Oh boy, he is rolling.
Look out, this changes things big time.
A fresh superstar usually does, Cole.
Oh, what a great escape.
Wow, I cannot believe it, Michael.
Boom! As Byron mentioned, 1993 marked the first time the Royal Rumble winner advanced to WrestleMania. In that year, it was Yokozuna who won the Rumble and challenged Bret Hart at WrestleMania 9.
Can you imagine if that rule was in effect prior to 1993? WrestleMania 5 would have been Randy Savage.
Here's 27!
Statistically speaking, the best position to draw.
Look who's coming now, guys.
This could be a game changer, Michael.
One of my favorite things about the Royal Rumble really is the element of surprise.
Here he goes. Oh, man, what a driver.
Here's his moment, Michael.
Someone's going to be black and blue tomorrow.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
No, there's the reversal.
I think we know what this is.
That'll hinder your modeling career. There's the elimination, Corey.
What took him so long?
I'd have to agree with Corey's comments on the element of surprise. It seems each year I find myself looking for a repeat. Uh-oh, this will shake.
But nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Big leg kick.
And now one more time. Right to the back.
He might have just ended this. Okay, this time has to do it.
Ooh-wee.
Gut buster.
Here we go, guys. Elimination coming up.
Uh-oh. Going for it looks like a power set.
A competitor has been eliminated.
What a... Up and... That could have been disastrous, Byron.
No doubt. In fact, I'm a little surprised we didn't see an elimination there. Oh, we're about to get another one. Ooh-wee.
Using the elbow as a weapon. Oh, he's such a tough target. Oh, you can tell he's got evil intentions on his mind.
In a match like this, you have to, Michael.
Oh, Michinoku driver.
This one's over, guys.
He's too quick for him there.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
Last one, gentlemen. Oh, nasty impact.
He's starting to... And there's the elimination.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Hooked up.
Belly to back suplex. Things are about to heat up here, guys.
I wouldn't want to be in the ring now, that's for sure.
What a strike. Right on the mark. And there's his speed paying off.
Harsh impact.
When we look at the prestige of winning the Royal Rumble match and how the event itself puts the world on the road to WrestleMania, we must go back to the success of the first Royal Rumble. The match started off with two future WWE Hall of Famers in Bret Hitman Hart and Tito Santana. And every 2 minutes thereafter saw an...
He's looking at it.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
He's not in a good spot here, guys.
He simply needs to find a way to regroup.
Could be trouble here, guys. He might have it. And that's elimination right there, guys. With an exclamation point, no less.
Falcon arrow. He's not looking good here. His hopes of winning this match appear to be dwindling in a hurry.
At this point, I wouldn't be surprised to see him get picked off here soon. He's just not looking very good right now.
Man, I knew this was going to be a closely fought battle, but I didn't realize it was going to be this close. This is unreal.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy. Neck breaker. This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
Oh, what an uppercut.
When this guy's on, look out. Looks like he's starting to tire. This is not where he wants to be right now, guys.
I'm shocked he's even still in there, guys. Given the punishment he's taken, I figured somebody would have eliminated him by now.
A very crucial part in the match for him here. He simply cannot let his opponent gain too much momentum.
Looks like he's starting to falter. I don't think this is how he envisioned this match going here tonight.
At this point, I wouldn't be surprised to see him get picked off here soon. He's just not looking very good right now.
The truth is, though, he's in far better condition than his opponent, which has to account for something going forward here.
Dodges trouble there.
You got that right, Michael. That had elimination.
Are you kidding me? There's the elimination, Byron.
That was amazing.
Watch this here. He's in full control now. Oh, he's able to reverse it. Boom, what impact. But he's got it. That's elimination. What a clothesline. Ouch. Here he goes. Lariat. Can he finish the job?
That's it. The final elimination. This one's over.
Well, everybody, meet your Royal Rumble winner, Alex the Greater.
Amazing finish to what may have been one of the most exciting
I was
Royal Rumble
low-key rooting
matches
for
I've seen in
Akihiko.
years.
Not gonna lie. Either Akihiko or Renner Hero were my picks, but that's the thing about these Rumbles. You don't always get what you want. But I'm not gonna spoil his victory, so congrats to Alex the Greater. If you're wondering, we're gonna do the Women's Royal Rumble, we will, but that will be the closing of the show. Right now, we just gotta get everything in between first. And we're going to start it off with the Universal Championship. Oh man, the top 1%. Oh man, the top 1%. All right, Universal Championship match. We have Pepsi Man taking on Mr. Two Belts himself, the Scorpion. Why did I hesitate?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Universal Championship.
It's nice that Pepsi Man still has his Survivor Series shirt.
Singles action on its way.
Like
It sounds like this
Pepsi-Man,
arena is
Raw
more than ready to kick
pay-per-view.
this one off.
So is social media, Michael. The opening bell hasn't even rung, and yet both these superstars are already trending.
One-on-one action coming up here, guys, and I'm willing to bet this will be one we won't soon forget.
Totally agree, Michael. When you have two superstars as hungry as these two competing in the ring, you can bet it'll be memorable.
Introducing the challenger from the Port City, North Carolina, weighing in at 225 pounds, the Eliminator. Making his way to the ring from parts unknown, weighing in at 231 pounds, he is the WWE Universal Champion, the Scorpion.
Don't change that dial.
The time for talk is over. We'll find out who the best is in the ring right now.
I am so excited this moment is finally here.
Setting it up.
Ooh! Snapmare. Oh, and the rolling neck snap. You gotta believe this one's over. What a stomp.
Good grief. Oh, man, what a leg drop.
We've got to cover. And an early kick out.
Too early in the match to end it.
Oh, clothesline. Going for the cover. And the shoulders come up.
Yeah, this early, no chance. Big punch finds its mark.
What a strike. Oh, and he reverses it. Uh-oh. Here we go. Here we go.
Ooh, what impact. He's in control now.
He's got the shoulders down.
going to take a lot more than that to keep him down.
You have to put in a little more work than that.
Avoids trouble there. Escapes trouble there.
Nailed it.
The champ on the defensive now. And you have to wonder how much more the champ has to give.
This match is trending in a bad direction for him right now, guys. He's going to want to make some changes if he wants to stay in it.
You know, I thought this match was going to be much more tightly contested. I guess that's not the case, though.
He clothesline!
He needs to capitalize.
He's got him covered. What's he doing? Keep your eye on this one. Incoming. He's making a statement here with this attack. Looking for the exclamation point.
Impressive strike combination.
This one is over.
Very impressive, but is it enough to end it here? Nasty one right to the chest.
He's looking at it. No, reverses it.
Look at this.
Lightning fast reflexes.
Suplex. The champ's in a good spot here.
And a kick out.
It's going to take more than that. Vicious knee. This might be it. Oh, my.
Gets him in position.
This is not going to end well for him, Michael.
The champ to the top turnbuckle. Bad place to be for the challenger. And you have to wonder how much the challenger can sustain at this point.
Yeah, but the good news is that he still appears to be in better condition than his opposition right now.
Eludes that one.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
When this guy's on, look out. What a match this has been, guys, and it's starting to look like these superstars are beginning to feel the effects. What's it? Michinoku driver!
Absolutely.
Here's the pin. Title on the line. It's going to take more than that to keep his shoulders down. Not yet. Boom, what impact.
That has got to be it.
Got the shoulders down. This guy just refuses to quit.
Oh, that was close.
Here he goes. Going for the big one.
I think this is the beginning of the end.
Here we go. What a frog splash.
Warm up the bus. This one is over.
Here's the pin. Title on the line. 2, 3. Unbelievable. This singles match is over.
And
Here's
the
another quick look at some
Scorpion
of the
has
highlights.
retained.
He ain't messing around. Look at him go. Check this out. And here's the last piece of the puzzle.
here is your winner, and still WWE Universal Champion, the Scorpion.
Big win here, guys.
At the risk of getting ahead of myself, if this guy keeps winning matches like that, we better reserve some room for him in the Hall of Fame.
What amazing action we're seeing here at the Royal Rumble.
Burn it down. All right. The SmackDown Women's Championship triple threat in effect. We have Doral facing Tifa, also facing Payne Fox.
The following contest is a triple threat match and is for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Introducing the challenger from parts unknown, Tiffany.
Byron, if there's been a more highly anticipated triple threat match in recent memory, I can't recall it.
Me neither, Michael. Given the three competitors involved here, I think it's safe to say that heading in, this is among the most eagerly anticipated triple threat matches in recent memory.
Guys, the upcoming triple threat match should be nothing short of spectacular.
Yeah, especially considering what a victory could do for the career of the superstar who walks out of here with the win.
And introducing the champion from Washington, D.C., the SmackDown Women's Champion, Payne Fox.
Guys, we have triple threat action coming up as three of WWE's top superstars are set to square off.
And Michael, I can realistically envision any one of these three competitors having their hand raised in victory here tonight.
The contest will be fought under traditional WWE triple threat rules. Well, that was an oxymoron. There's nothing traditional about a triple threat match.
Ooh, what impact. Oh!
Here it comes!
She might have it. She better do something fast. And she breaks free.
I don't know how she did it, but that was impressive.
Oh, nasty fall. Ooh, nice Russian leg sweep.
The challenger's starting to slow down a bit here. She's got to remember her championship dreams are on the line here.
Well, she's looked good up until now. She just has to make sure not to absorb too much punishment here if she wants.
She counters before it's too late. Drop kick. She goes down hard.
She's going to be feeling that one for a while.
Oh, man, she's rolling now.
Only one place to go when you're stuck in the fireman's carry.
Yeah, down. And I can tell you it's not a pleasant trip.
You gotta believe this one's over.
Oh, nasty impact.
Look at her go.
She looks for it once again. This might be it.
Oh, my. What's going to happen now?
Beautiful technique. That one definitely hurt, Cole. Nobody gets it.
She's clearly not getting paid by the hour. This one's far from over.
She's still in this one.
An impressive series of
Lariat. That might be enough.
And she drops her.
That was about as...
This could do it.
champion retains.
Let's take another look at these ladies going toe-to-toe.
Well,
That's a woman on a mission.
Payne Fox retained.
Oh, I can't believe this.
I was so sure she was going to be in for the fight of her life.
She's taking care of business. And finally,
Here is your winner, and still the SmackDown Women's Champion, Payne Fox.
And there's your winner via pinfall.
wow, I can't believe the amount of punishment that had to be inflicted in order for those shoulders to stay down for the 3 count.
As usual, this Philadelphia crowd is beyond poised.
Let me check my notes right quick, folks. Try to make sure this is right. Okay. Alright, next up we have the Raw Women's Championship on the line. We have Lucia taking on Black Widow. And yeah, I know Lucia's hat says NXTPD instead of MPD. I forgot to change it since she's no longer in NXT. So kind of bear with me, you guys. I'm aware that her hat says NXTBD, so. For a brief moment, she was in a stable with Payne Fox and Queen Elizabeth. So. That one's on me.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Raw Women's Championship.
There is an absolutely big fight feel in the arena tonight for this one.
Yeah, and judging from the vibe here currently, it seems to me like this is the one this sold-out crowd came to see.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for one-on-one action.
And Michael, it sounds to me like this crowd already picked the one who they want to win this match.
Introducing the challenger from Hackensack, New Jersey, Showstopper. Introducing the champion from Dresden, Germany, the Raw Women's Champion, the Webmaster.
Hope you're ready. Singles action is underway, and in this one, I wouldn't attempt to predict what's going to happen. I'd just be ready for anything. Sometimes that's all you can do.
And with the women's division as white hot as it is right now, you just know this match is going to be one for the ages.
Hooked up.
Harsh impact.
Oh, a flying forearm.
On the mark.
The challenger's taking on some offense. When she agreed to this match, she knew this wasn't going to be easy.
If you're worried about her now, you haven't seen many of her matches. She can withstand so much more punishment than this.
And then
Nailed it.
She goes for the cover.
This one's far from over.
She's still in this one.
Impactful slam.
Oh, flying forearm. That'll turn your lights out.
The challenger not looking good right now. The pressure of this championship match might just be too much for the challenger.
She's not looking so good here, guys. She's going to need to find a way to fend off some of this offense, and quickly.
Beautiful technique.
there it is.
The champion into the cover. This battle's not over yet.
She's still in this one.
She's got her where she wants her.
Oh, from behind.
Oh, wow.
Frankensteiner.
Nice. Just when you thought we were going to crown a new champion.
Yes, takes it. That match is worth another look. Here we go.
Okay. Okay. Black Widow retained.
Look at her
So
go.
far, nobody's given up their titles.
And if you don't enjoy watching her perform, there's something seriously wrong with you.
Here is your winner, and still the Raw Women's Champion, the Webmaster.
And there's your winner, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't think she's ever looked more dominant.
As usual, this Philadelphia crowd is beyond boisterous tonight. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Yep, she retained, but she still have to watch her back. Because we still have the Women's Royal Rumble, and whoever wins that can challenge her. And also she has to watch out for June Kubota, because she still has her Money in the Bank contract. So Black Widow better watch out, because she is a target. But that is if the Women's Royal Rumble winner would go after her. Alright, let's get the next title match out the way. Hopefully this one will give us a show. Alright, this is interesting. WWE title on the line. We got both the vacant twins facing off. Will vacant remain Mr. Two Belts, or will that go to his bro, El Vacante Uno?
The following champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Championship.
As we ready for singles action, Byron, what can you tell us about these two competitors?
Well, I can say that both of these superstars come into this match incredibly hungry to prove their dominance here tonight. But as we all know, only one will walk away with their arm raised in victory.
We have one-on-one action on the way, and this one should be nothing short of amazing.
I don't doubt that for a moment, Michael. In fact, I would go so far as to say this match might just steal the show.
Introducing the challenger from Gómez Palacio, Durango, Mexico, weighing in at 205 pounds. He is one half of the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Ladies' Man. Introducing the champion from parts unknown, weighing in at 260 pounds, he is the WWE Champion, the Living Legend.
Don't even think about going anywhere.
As we get underway, I'm expecting a hard-fought match between these two superstars.
The first one to make a mistake could fail.
Oh, nasty backslide out of nowhere. Very curious move to go for a pinfall at this point.
Gonna take more than that. Beautiful side Russian leg sweep.
Harsh impact.
Challenger's starting to falter. He's going to have to find a way to fend off the champ here.
Yeah, he's taking on some offense here, but that's to be expected, especially considering who he's in the ring with.
I know it's early, but he has to do everything in his power not to let this get out of hand.
He's looking a little wobbly here, guys.
Michael, his legs look like they're about to give out on him.
Hurricane Rana.
A high-risk maneuver in the works from that top turnbuckle.
Look out!
Imploding 450. This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
He might have it.
Truly devastated.
And the champ kicks out. Wow.
He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle.
The end may be near. Look at this. Phoenix splash. I can't believe it, Michael.
Shoulders on the mat.
And he kicks out.
Wow. Got the boom, what impact. Oh, what a snapmare.
Oh, perfectly executed. Going for it all here. He's definitely starting to lose it here.
Nicely done as he gets out of the submission.
Color me surprised, Michael. I did not see that one coming. Oh boy, he is rolling.
What a stomp.
Good grief.
This could be it.
You gotta believe this one's over. Here's his chance.
Oh, that's called making a statement, Cole.
He's going for the pin. A kick out before 3.
Oh man, I don't know who to root for.
He's in trouble. He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Oh, the old head scissor. He's looking for the win. And the fight must go on.
Way too early.
Oh, but it's a reversal.
The champ being pushed to the brink. He may not even know where he's at this point, which is not a good look when your championship is on the line.
I know he doesn't have any quit in him, but now might be one of those times where you take the loss and live to fight another day.
Looking to turn it around. This might be it.
Oh my.
Can he finish the job?
Look out. He's not messing around.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Here we go a second time.
Ooh, what impact. So much for crowning a new champion tonight. Nailed it. There's no way the champ can lose now.
Oh, what impact.
Uh-oh. Is he done?
Wow, he escapes it.
He's just got no quit in him here tonight, Cole.
Now here it comes.
Boom! Looks like another victory for the champ, Michael. I think that slam caught us all off guard.
Here's the pin, title on the line.
Here we go.
2, 3.
And you can put this singles match in the books.
Now's a good time to look at some of the highlights from that last
And
matchup.
it remains Mr.
Who
Two-Bit.
could forget this?
Nice effort for both these brothers.
I remember this part very well. Highlight for one superstar, low light for another. And this is how he ended it.
Here is your winner, and still WWE Champion, the Living Legend.
That's an impressive win right there.
Hey, they both gave it their all, but in the end, we were left with the best man standing.
Thank you for tuning in tonight, folks. We hope you enjoyed that great match.
All right. Now we've come to the main event. Royal Rumble ain't even long this year. I know it was a little bit longer last year when we streamed. This year it seemed kind of short. I really did expect it to be a long show. I mean, Royal Rumble itself is long, but you would have thought the title matches would extend that time. It really didn't. That's weird. Alright, let me get a chance to set everything up for you, and then we will start the Women's Rumble. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are set up and we are on our way to figure out who is winning the Ladies Royal Rumble. Now, if you missed the beginning of the show, we started off with the Men's Royal Rumble, where Alex the Greater had won. I'm still a little salty about that, but, you know. It is what it is. As far as my pick, who's winning the Ladies Royal Rumble, I really don't have a pick.
The following contest is the Royal Rumble match. Now, the two superstars that drew number 1 and number 2 will start in the ring at the same time. Other superstars will join in the order that they drew. This will continue until all 30 superstars have entered the ring. Eliminations occur when you are thrown over the top rope with both feet landing on the floor. The last in the ring will be declared the Royal Rumble winner and will advance to the main event of WrestleMania. And from Atlanta, Georgia, The Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're just moments away from kicking off this highly anticipated Royal Rumble match.
Man, I'm just happy my pick hasn't come out yet. There's nothing worse than having the superstar you predicted to win be among the first 2 entrants.
And from Osaka, Japan, Buster.
Guys, at the risk of overstating it, I feel safe in saying that this match has the ability to make a superstar's career here tonight.
Oh, you're not overstating it, Michael. We've seen it so many times in the past. Diesel in 1994 immediately comes to mind, as does Roman Reigns 20 years later. This match can create career-defining moments.
That's a shocking elimination if you ask me. Here we go. Royal Rumble action kicking off here.
As always, the luck of the draw is so important here tonight. If you can score the number somewhere in the mid to late 20s, you have to like your chances of winning.
Guys, it's almost time for our next competitor. Oof. Heading to the ring with a purpose.
Boy, that's the truth.
She's taking on some offense here. Here's what we're going to see what she's made of.
Normal wear and tear, Cole. That's all this is. When you compete in a Royal Rumble match, you have to expect to absorb some sort of punishment.
From the looks of things, it just doesn't appear to be her night. But hey, it's still early enough for her to get back into this thing.
We are moments away from the next entrant.
Nailed it.
KO punch. This adds a whole new dimension to this match, guys.
You're absolutely right, Cole.
And here we go from behind.
Beautiful technique.
Oh, Corey, he unloaded there.
She's absorbing some offense here. Nothing she...
Here comes number 5. Comes up big with the reversal.
When she gets in attack mode, look out.
Ouch. And that's elimination right there, guys.
With an exclamation point, no less.
Byron, you gotta believe this one's over.
She's got a chance to win it here.
Outrageous athleticism on the Hurricanrana.
What a stomp.
Good grief.
Harsh impact.
A competitor has been
There's the
eliminated.
elimination, Corey.
What took him so long?
Get ready.
No, there's the reversal. Oh, talk about getting flattened.
Yeah, she's going to be feeling that one for a while.
Things are about to get interesting now.
You can say that again.
And gets out of harm's way.
Oh, boy, that could have been bad, Michael.
Oh, big leg kick. Big elbow.
Oh, clothesline. A big elimination right there.
Eliminated.
Oh,
What a forearm.
that'll hurt. DDT.
Snapmare.
Oh, and a snapmare.
That'll give you whiplash.
Things are about to heat up here, guys.
I wouldn't want to be in the ring now, that's for sure.
Guys, whoever wins this match tonight will forever be ingrained in one of the most exclusive and elite lists of all of sports entertainment, and that is no exaggeration.
Here we go. Irish whip.
Look at the look in her eyes. She's in the zone now.
Escapes trouble there. Oh, and she's got her game face on.
Doesn't she always?
She's able to get out of the way there. This might be it.
Oh, my.
She got her with a reversal.
She is on fire.
Nice job getting out of the way of that one.
Russian leg sweep.
Beginning to look bad for her here. She doesn't want this lack of momentum to snowball.
This is where we might just... Guys, whoever wins this match... Ooh!
Got every ounce of that one. This could be over.
Watch out!
What do you think, Corey? Does she have a chance here tonight?
Of course she does, Cole. What kind of question is that?
Ooh, what impact. We're looking at complete domination here.
Nice job getting out of trouble there.
Talk about a great escape.
You know, Byron's point about the elite list of past winners is spot on. Think about the hundreds who have tried to add their name. But in the end, there's only that elite few.
Yeah, that's right, and that list contains some of the biggest names ever. We're talking about The Undertaker, Ric Flair, Asuka,
And
there's the elimination.
Eliminated.
And here is number 10. Over the top, maybe.
There may be no fighting free from this. Oh, nasty impact.
A competitor.
Be careful not to get disqualified.
Oh, and she gets out of the way. Dodges that one.
Slam down hard.
Next entrance getting ready to come out. This might be it.
Oh, my.
What a strike. Wow. This shakes things up a bit,
To say the least.
Oh, man, she's rolling now. Boom! Look at her go.
Nailed it.
she's out of it, guys.
Yeah, she's leaving herself wide open here.
You can see the confidence just beaming from her right now.
The 2017 Royal Rumble saw more than 52,000 members of the WWE Universe fill the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas. It was one of the most exciting Rumble matches in recent memory. And I couldn't help but notice the amount of WWE. The WWE Universe is counting in number 12. She is on fire.
Uh-oh. This is it. This is her chance.
At the 2017 Royal Rumble, Byron, you spoke about this before. It was another impressive display by the WWE superstars who will stop at nothing to win the Royal Rumble and punch their tickets to WrestleMania. Of the 30 superstars who put it all on the line in the 2017 Rumble, 11 of them were standouts in NXT.
And given the time,
No.
Not gonna do this.
There's the elimination.
I think she's trying to prove a point here.
And she turns it around on her. Uh-oh, this will shake things up.
You're not kidding, Michael.
Oh, trying to dislocate the shoulder. What's going to happen now? That could have been disastrous, Byron.
No doubt. In fact,
there's the elimination, Byron.
That was amazing.
Has been eliminated.
Look at her go.
She's in a bad way here, Byron.
Don't count her out yet, Michael.
Oh, incredible impact. What a stomp. Good grief.
A competitor has been eliminated.
Drop kick.
Oh, great height.
Things starting to go the other way for her. By no means is this dire straits for her, though.
She's definitely slowing down here a bit. But that doesn't mean it's the end of the road for her. Not by a long shot.
Big reversal for her there.
Oh, man, by the hair.
She's starting to take a beating, but you can bet she has plenty of fight in her.
but don't expect this to be her downfall, Cole. I still think she has what it takes to be there when the dust clears.
Whoa! Double knee drop. Victory is on the horizon.
And it's reversed. Struggling to make the elimination here.
A competitor has
You can see the confidence just beaming from her right now.
Watch out!
You gotta believe this one's over. Check out the look of determination on her face, Corey.
Yeah, she's going to be a tough one to eliminate tonight.
What an aggressive side slam.
This is all but over.
She comes up big with the reversal.
Look at the look in her eyes. She's in the zone now.
Tough spot for her to be in, guys.
Yeah, this could be it for her, Michael.
Number 15 incoming, boys.
A competitor has been eliminated.
Could be trouble here, guys. Look out, this changes things big time.
A fresh superstar usually does, Cole.
She may be in a bad way here. She's going to have to turn things around in a hurry, guys.
There's so much at stake here, guys, and if she doesn't get her act together soon, she's going to let it all slip away.
Well, she really can't afford to take on too much more damage and still be able to execute effectively in there.
No, she's too...
Boy, the time just flies, doesn't it?
When we look at the prestige of winning the Royal Rumble match and how the event itself puts the world on the road to WrestleMania, we must go back to the success of the first Royal Rumble.
Here she is, got vicious strike.
Here's her chance to end this thing.
You never want to be on the receiving end of one of those.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Forcefully delivered.
Gets out of the way of that one. She wants it one more time.
Oh, man, she's rolling now.
Oh, when she gets in attack mode, look out.
What a stomp.
Good grief.
Wow, she looks to be all business here tonight. Oh, man. Ouch.
Nice. Shut it down.
Look out, a possible elimination coming up.
The 2016 Royal Rumble match had quite a unique stick.
And that's elimination right there, guys.
With an exclamation point, no less.
She's on the defensive now, though we've seen her come back from worse in the past.
Normal wear and
Number 18.
Backdrop suplex.
She's starting to stagger a bit, but you certainly cannot count her out yet.
These women are so evenly matched at this point, guys. There's just no telling which one of them will walk out of here victorious.
Look who's coming now, guys.
This could be a game changer, Michael.
And Byron, you never want to find yourself in a spot like this.
Especially in a Royal Rumble match, Michael.
Harsh impact.
Look out, look out. This could be clothesline. Number 19 on their way. That could dislocate your shoulder.
She's taking on some heat. She's going to have to make sure this doesn't get out of hand.
But don't expect this to be her downfall, Cole. I still think she has what it takes to be there when the dust clears.
It's been... I knew it was only a matter of time.
Things are about to get interesting now.
You can say that again.
This has got trouble written all over it, guys.
Yeah, this might very well lead to an elimination.
We're looking at complete domination here.
Oh, who's coming out next? Who is it?
She is on fire.
That's elimination. Not so fast.
She's looking absolutely fatigued out there. Her opponent is clearly getting the best of her here.
Guys, don't be surprised if she finds a way to win this thing. I'm willing to bet she has a little more gas in that tank of hers.
For some reason, she was just never able to get out of the gates. It's like she's been in first gear all night.
Looks to make an elimination here. Looking a little dazed here.
There
we go.
Eliminated.
This is not exactly the area you want to be in. Oh, here she comes, guys.
She said she was going to win this thing earlier today. Let's see if she's right.
Strong kick. My goodness.
What a strike. She's not looking good here, guys.
Man, she's got to get herself together here.
Dodges trouble there.
What a forearm.
Oh, we have a new superstar entering the fray here.
This should be interesting.
I think she's trying to prove a point here. She's starting to sweat a bit. She's in there with some stiff competition tonight.
Normal wear and tear, Cole. That's all this is. When you compete in a Royal Rumble match, you have to expect to absorb some sort of punishment.
This was bound to happen eventually, guys. Her opponent is just too talented to let her... We're about to get another one!
She shows signs of life.
She's showing a lot more than that.
Look at her go!
Look out, this changes things big time.
A fresh superstar usually does, Cole.
Beautiful technique.
She's starting to falter here. We're going to see what she's made of here, guys.
I really like her approach.
Can
you believe it?
Eliminated.
Ooh, that's how you dominate your opponent.
Incredible.
Did you see the impact upon landing?
Hard landing there.
Nothing to worry about, just a little misstep on her part.
Looking a little dazed here.
That's definitely not looking at her.
There's the elimination, Corey.
What took him so long?
Super kick! And she drops her.
That was about as in your face as it gets.
Wow, this shakes things up a bit, to say the least.
We're looking at complete domination here.
Face buster. She might have it.
Oh, nasty impact.
I think this is the beginning of the end, Michael.
Trying for the elimination here. Ooh. Oh, what a punch.
That's how you stop your opponent. She is on fire. Ugh.
Oh, what a great escape.
Wow, I cannot believe it, Michael.
Oh, what a slam that hurt.
Ooh, neck breaker.
She's an amazing athlete, but I don't see how she rebounds from this.
We talk a lot about dream matchups and the luck of the draw at the Royal Rumble for good reason. At the 2017 Royal Rumble, we saw two icons go nose-to-nose that before then was only possible in WWE video games. And if you were playing with your action figures at home like Byron, time stood still when Goldberg
has been eliminated.
Ah, look, boom, what impact.
When she gets in attack mode, look out.
Watch out!
Will destroy your...
Next entrance getting ready to come out.
Oh, man, she's rolling now.
She has some reason to be concerned here.
Ouch.
But this certainly isn't something she can't come back from.
But don't expect this.
What a series of strikes from one of the most prolific strikers in the game. This match might be over, guys.
You can see the
A
confidence just...
competitor has been eliminated.
She's not looking good here, guys.
Man, she's got to get herself together here.
Looking at it here.
Beautiful technique.
And that's the elimination right there, guys.
With an exclamation point, no less.
She dodges that one. This adds a whole new dimension to this match, guys.
You're absolutely right, Cole.
That could have been disastrous, Byron.
No doubt. In fact, I'm a little surprised we didn't see an elimination there.
What a stomp.
Good grief.
No, reverses it. This might be it.
Oh, my.
Oh,
She is on fire.
she got her with a reversal.
She's starting to feel it. She doesn't appear too concerned, however.
But don't discount the damage she was able to inflict on her opponent.
Hip attack. Excellent.
Wow, the crowd's on the edge of their seats.
She's able to get out of the way there.
Oh, man, she's rolling now.
And Byron, you never want to find yourself in a spot like this.
Especially in a Royal Rumble match, Michael.
Looks like we might get an elimination, guys.
If you're a betting man like me, this is the one to put your money on.
I agree with you, Corey. You're always right.
Been eliminated.
Whoa, let's look at that again.
What a move.
Look who's coming now, guys.
This could be a game changer, Michael.
elimination, Corey.
What took him so long?
Of course, it's a long-standing tradition that the winner of the Royal Rumble goes on to main event WrestleMania. But newer fans might not realize that the rule did not go into effect until 1993.
Look at the look in her eyes. She's in the zone.
We've got entrant number 28 on the way.
Talk about luck of the draw.
You gotta believe this one's over.
I knew it was only a matter of time.
As Byron mentioned, 1993 marked the first time the Royal Rumble winner advanced to WrestleMania. In that year, it was Yokozuna who won the Rumble and challenged Bret Hart at WrestleMania 9.
Can you imagine if that rule was in effect prior to 1993? WrestleMania 5 would have been Randy Savage versus Big John Studd. Nailed it. Kick. Oh, what a right.
Man, that was an attitude bomb.
For my money, guys, there's no greater Royal Rumble competitor than Stone Cold Steve Austin. The man simply dominated nearly every Rumble he competed in.
Heading to the ring with a purpose.
Boy, that's the truth.
Here we go, guys. Elimination coming up. Oh, what a great escape.
Wow, I cannot believe it, Michael.
I think she's trying to prove a point here.
Man. As Corey mentioned, Stone Cold certainly has an impressive Royal Rumble resume. And it'd be even more impressive if he was able to hold on and win the 1999 Rumble match.
Michael, I'm still miffed about that one. Mr. McMahon literally stole the victory out from underneath Austin. Listen to this crowd count the next one in.
Drop kick.
She's taking on some offense here. This is not how she drew this one up.
Normal wear and tear, Cole. That's all this is. When you compete in a Royal Rumble match, you have to expect to absorb some sort of punishment. Little known fact, guys, the first ever Royal Rumble was broadcast on free television at the very same time that the competition was holding their Bunkhouse Stampede pay-per-view. Coincidence? I think not.
Dodges a bullet there, and she turns it around on her.
Harsh impact.
Oh, what a tackle.
We're looking at complete domination here.
To elaborate more on the 1988 Royal Rumble Bunkhouse Stampede controversy, it's worth noting that the competition held their event in there's the elimination, Byron.
That was amazing. What's up?
Oh, right in the face.
Destroyed. One of my favorite things about the Royal Rumble really is incredible power.
Don't do this.
A competitor has been eliminated.
There's the elimination, Byron.
That was amazing.
Oh, nasty impact.
Oh, what an uppercut. Oh, what impact. I'd have to agree with Corey's comments on the element of surprise. It seems each year I find myself shocked at some of the names we see competing in the Rumble.
That's kind of funny coming from you, Michael, considering many might say that your 2012 appearance in the Rumble match was the biggest surprise ever.
Byron, I'm undefeated at WrestleMania.
Don't remind us. Look at her go.
Oh, no. We know what a clothesline!
After a decision by then WWE President Jack Tunney, the WWE Championship was declared vacant. Tunney ruled that the winner of the 1992 Royal Rumble would be crowned the...
She counters before it's too late. Look at the look in her eyes. She's in the zone now.
Oh, and she gets out of the way.
Russian leg sweep.
When she gets in attack mode, look out.
A competitor has been eliminated.
Remember, both feet must touch the floor once in order to be eliminated from this Royal Rumble match.
She is on fire. The 2014 Royal Rumble match had so many rivalries, debuts, and streaks all in one that made for an exciting...
She's looking at it. Big reversal for her there. She's in a bad way here, Byron.
Don't count her out yet, Michael.
A competitor has been
She just made history as the one to win the Royal Rumble.
Let's take another look at what made that matchup so
I kind of
memorable.
had a feeling
so
she
it
was
goes.
going to win. Yep, Evil Rose. As soon as she came in at 30, I was like, ugh.
Here is your winner, Big Evil Rose.
All right. So we got our winners. We got Alex the Greater and Evil Rose. Both are well, I cannot speak. Both of them is our 2020 Royal Rumble winners. Both go to WrestleMania. Alrighty, folks. Thank you for tuning in for the Royal Rumble. Hopefully you'll tune in into the fallout of Monday Night Raw tomorrow. Hopefully you enjoyed the show, and as always, good fight, good night, and see you next time.